Alright, we're back, boys, for another FPL wrap-up. Now, this one is very delayed. I'm very sorry. Been a very busy man. Can't win the league, can't win every week, can't do wrap-up videos all at the same time. You know, man, shit's getting out of control. But I'm here. I'm wrapping it up. We're halfway through game week 26. It's been a big week so far, and a lot of changes have happened. So let's go back in time a little bit. Cover what happened in 25. See who fucked up. See who did it. See who won, see who lost, and see where everybody was sitting right before we entered 26. So let's dive right into it. Let's make it a quick one. Get this shit over and done with. I've got two guys I need to highlight and bring up because they've done some good shit and some bad shit, and they need to be brought up mainly more than anything. So let's dive right in and we'll get on to the first winner of the round. Now, like I said, winner of the round was myself. Hard to win everything, boys. I told you I was taking top spot, fucking going for it and taking that fucking top position and riding it to the moon. No one's catching me now. Not even Whippet, no fucking Mark, no Sean, no Matt, no one. I've got this shit locked. 95 points this week, boys. Fucking stunner of a week. It was mainly propped up by my bold captain decision of Rafinha, who came in last minute of the Leeds game and scored that goal and fucking put me ahead of everyone. But Dallas and Rafinha carrying the team. Pretty much everyone scoring me points except for Kane, Gundogan and Wan-Bissaka. Everybody else cleaning up. Puts me on top. I did take a -4, so it gives me 91 total. But overall, good fucking week. Set me well apart from the other boys. So, top spot locked heading into game week 26. And now partway through game week 26, it's all falling to pieces. So, you know, that's just FPL. You think you're away and you say home and host for 20 odd points and then it falls apart. So, let's jump into second place because there's a guy that hasn't been here for a while that needs some fucking love. Now, in second place is my boy Sam. 89 points. Plays his wild card and it comes fucking through. I'm so proud of my boy to get himself off of the bottom of the table, at least for 1 week anyway. He's off the bottom. So 89 points, killed it this week. Other than, again, the same two culprits, Kane and Gundogan, but he also had Dunk and Alonso. Other than those four not giving him any real returns, he did quite well. Dallas, Rafinha, Minamino, Fernandez, Madison and Bamford all getting points and a captain on Bamford, so not a bad return at all. So it's a very good week, very good shout. How's he looking for game week 26 and onwards? Well, we'll have to wait until find out after the week's finished, but so far, not so fucking good. He's fucking sore. So, but good week this week, so he gets a bit of fucking props for that, alright? In third place is Sean, coming back finally. It's been a few weeks since he's been back. 84 points, sitting in third spot. Again, had a pretty solid week, other than Gundogan, Watkins, Mings, Wan-Bissaka and Fernandez all not getting in points. The only big fucking problem he had was on his bench was so many points. He had Areola in goals, 6 points. Lingard, 10 points. Antonio, 7 points. Ooh boy, that bench hurt you bad. Like, to be honest, you should have probably played Lingard and Antonio instead of Mings. Maybe you got fucked by playing Watkins over Antonio. Fine, you know, like, they did play Tottenham, you didn't expect them to fucking get up against them, so be it. You did take a gamble there, but always gamble on the attacking players against hard teams, not the defending players against hard teams. But other than that, third place, got himself back up near the top of the table. Good week overall. Now, coming in down the bottom is a boy who is no stranger to bottom place, and that's Rez. It's been a few weeks. He's been doing well. He's been getting away from the bottom people. I haven't been putting him in the bottom three, but sure enough, this fucking week, he is dead last, and dead last by a fucking good margin. Unfortunately, team fell apart, didn't it? Pretty quickly. Fucking only Diaz, Digne, and Antonio got him any points. The rest of the team was shithouse. And I mean shithouse. Everybody fucking blanked on him. His bench blanked on him other than Semedo. And why did you make a transfer in for a player and then not play the player? Makes no sense. Like, Wolves aren't great anyway, but why bring in the dude just to stick him on your bench? Deserve to be down the bottom for doing that dumb shit, I'm telling you, alright? So yeah, bottom place for the week is Reese. I don't want to see you down here again, man. You've been doing well. Get the fuck out of this position. Get the fuck back in that mid-table. I want to see you break into the mid-table clearly. Alright? So this is your week, double game, week 26. Don't want to see you down the bottom again, alright? And second to bottom is a guy that can stay the fuck down there for taking my spot in the fucking first team, alright? And that's Betters. 52 points can get fucked, alright? Sitting down there, other than Fernandez and Bamford, really, and Diaz, no one else scored in fucking points. Similar boat to Reese boy. Sitting there, not a good team on the bench, not a good team on the field. Crashing hard. For a guy that was pretty solidly in that top 6, I think you've now fallen out of it. You're into the mid-table team. So, unfortunately, not a good back end of the season for you. Let's see if you can fix it right up with those last 10 or so game weeks. But for stealing my spot in the A grade, you deserve a fucking bottom 3 result, alright? So this is your punishment. And like normal, when you're talking about one Cole brother, the other one's got to be close behind. And this week, third to bottom was Tyler. 57 points. You know, other than Nick Pope, Diaz, Fernandez, and Antonio and Bamford, you actually had a pretty decent week. But your captain Gundogan surely returned you 3 points. Salah blanked again, Wan-Bissaka, Cresswell, Holding, Lacazette, all blanking on you. So, like, it wasn't terrible. 57 points is an average score. It obviously gave you a lot of red arrows, but it did put you in that bottom 3. You know, you've gone pretty quiet lately. I haven't heard from you. You haven't been moving up and down the table. You haven't had terrible weeks. You haven't had great weeks. You've just kind of been there. So, let's see if you can do something majestical and fucking get yourself into that solid mid-table, top mid-table part. Because, yeah, otherwise you're going to be spending a bit more time in the bottom 3 discussion with your brother. So, to wrap up the winners for the week, we have first place, myself, 91 points. Second place, we've got Sam, and he's sitting there with 89 points. Solid week, man, but let's see if you can back it up. And third place, we got Shawnee Boy, 84 points. Now, player of the week was undoubtedly Dallas. If you had him in your team, he made a big fucking difference. And if you made some bold captain decisions last week on like that Leeds players, like I did on Rafinha, you've definitely cleaned up. So solid week by the 3 of us. Sean doing well to get himself back in there. Me distancing myself from the top spot. And Sam doing fucking work to get himself off that bottom of that table. Bottom 3 this week is a familiar 3 minus Jack. Reese, 45 points, dead last. Don't want to see you there again, alright? Been doing well for the last few weeks. Let's keep it together. Jackie boy, this is what you deserve. You fucking right wing stealing buck. 52 points, second to bottom. I hope you're there for another week at least. Tyler, 57 points, right down there with your brother. You know, taking up last and third to last. Let's see if you can do something. I want to see something crazy out of you, not just the safe bets all the time. Worst captain decision this week was Gundogan. He only returned 3 points. Now, granted, tough one to pick. You know, Gundogan's been doing quite well lately. But if your bet wasn't on a Fernandez or a Leeds player, you kind of suffered. So, but yeah, that's your bottom 3 for the week. Now, looking at the table, we are closing in on a pretty solid top 6 now. So, myself, top by 20 points over Sean and Aiden, who are very close to each other. Aiden dropped another spot this week. He went from top spot last week to the second spot to third spot now. So, you know, falling down the table whip, got to pull your shit together. Matt in 4th place at 1492 with Mark at 1483. And then finally breaking into the top 6 is Andrew at 1453. That's a big move, knocking Jack well and truly out of the top 6. So then you got mid-table, you got Jack in 1438. I made a mistake, but it's actually Blake in 7th spot, and Jack and Brett ahead of him. So there's a bit of a mistake there, boys, sorry. But it's fine. Jack is well and truly into that mid-table section now. Tyler and Morgan in the bottom, and then followed by Jamie in that bottom section, and our bottom mid-6. So let's see if Reese can finally break out of that bottom 5 and really push Jamie out. So 1331, then you go Jake, Luke, and Sam getting off the bottom at 1288 to push Corey to last at 1279. So this week's biggest winners, I'm going to go with Sam getting himself from bottom to not bottom. That's a definite win in my book. followed closely by Andrew breaking into the top 6, so that's also a pretty decent win. And the biggest loser this week again would be Aiden, falling from 2nd to 3rd. So making itself a little bit harder, my friend, a little bit harder to get back. We'll see how this week turns out. So yeah, that's it for the Game Week 25 wrap up. Now I know it's a little bit late, so bear with me. Watch over it, give me a like, you fucking filthy mouth breathers, especially Jack, I ripped into you a little bit, I'm sorry man, it's all love, it's all love. But yeah, Game Week 26 is already looking like a bit of a clusterfuck. Players aren't performing, players are going down injured, shit's going sideways real quick, so it's going to make this table a bit flaky. So let's keep it together. I look forward to talking to you all soon. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, give me something, you little bitches, and I'll see you in the next video.